co-host. Okay.
Arif Aziz.
Yeah.
Aziz to me very much indeed. Assalamu alaikum, Arif.
Walaikum salam. How are you today?
Alhamdulillah, how are you?
Yeah, very good. Just been to the show. I've been watching a little bit of boxing. There's
the Top Yards boxing school of boxing.
Yeah, they've got an excellent event going on today. We've just seen some skills bouts with some young kids.
Yes.
Very, very talented youngsters from Peterborough. I think there's a lot of talent in UK as well. And
yeah, it's amazing. It's absolutely. We were saying as we were sitting there, innit, how brilliant this is. It's been organised, and even it's like, I think it's like even weddings are just last minute panics, isn't it? Like Image, for example, coming late to the show.
Typical Imtiaz.
But I swear, my God, mashallah, you see how polished his head was.
Oh yeah, he must have had that wax today.
Wax, isn't it? So yeah, Image is not with us today. Please interact with us. We're on text and WhatsApp 07745 278 978. Studio telephone is being handled by our wonderful Emma.
Michelle, get it right. Michelle, get it right.
Emma.
Yeah.
What? I'm sure there's a story behind that. We'll get to that in a minute. And studio telephone number 01733 602 133. I tell you what, if I hear from anyone from Luton today, I will donate £10 to the school of boxing.
Is that £10 per person?
No, easy. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So yeah, we're live on Facebook. Please interact with us.
So come on, Luton listeners, let's interact. Let's get yourselves heard today.
Yeah,
Sadat is willing to donate £10 of his hard-earned money.
My adrenaline speaking, then it when I said £10, it was
just
from the boxing.
It's just unbelievable. Yeah.
So yes, so what's been happening this week?
This week we've had the rugby, the World Cup in rugby. Excellent. Unbelievable shock.
Yep.
One of the favourites, Ireland, losing to Japan.
Yeah, the world number 2 Ireland. Did we find out who was number 1?
World number 2. Number 1 is it's got to be New Zealand.
No, my man is on. I'm sure it was Wales.
Wales. Well, I don't know. I think Wales are probably ahead of.
Shell, any guess? Do you know who number 1 is? You into rugby? No.
Okay.
No, she doesn't know nothing much about sport, to be honest. She's a Tottenham supporter. Who lost?
Tottenham were quite lucky yesterday, but
yeah,
we won't go there.
Yeah, we will.
We won't talk about
I'll tell
Tottenham.
you where we didn't go, and I know it is about. Well, let's say we've got rugby, we've got cricket, it's going on. We've got the racing.
Yeah, the Formula One. Hamilton keeps on doing it, doesn't he?
Yeah, and Wilder, there's a new. He's having a rematch, isn't he? To Luis Ortiz, however you pronounce it. See, this is where we miss Image because his pronunciation is so much better.
Okay, and also we want to mention City Cricket Club. Yes. This is gonna be the new face of cricket in Peterborough, which is gonna give the community a boost. Yep. We've already got FC Peterborough with the football.
Yep, we have.
We've got Top Yard of boxing with Hamad Jared and Bilal Jared. We've also got Fatua for wrestling. Yes. And now I think the cricket's going to come in and they're going to absolutely smash it. There's absolute unbelievable demand for youngsters to be playing cricket regularly. There are sports clubs out there. But we needed a sports club within our community to cater for the people around the community. Doesn't need to be community based. They don't need to be from the community, but it gives us a little bit more of a presence
for the local community to get out and stop playing these games on TV. You know, I was saying, I don't know who I was talking to the other day. It was like in our generation, it was like. Our parents wanted us to stay inside the house, and we wanted to get out, but there was nothing really else to do out there. It was just a park, put the bag.
I think
the opposite. It's like the kids wanted their play, their games, and we want them to get out of the house.
Since our parents arrived, the demographics of how we perceive sports and life has changed so much. We want our kids to do pretty well in sports. They don't need to be professionals, but they need to be sort of a little bit fitter. Our parents preferred us working rather than enjoying sport or trying to. But things have changed. I think parents.
Yeah, I think they were more protective probably that time. They wanted to keep us in the house. Obviously, wasn't a much.
I think with the I think
maybe.
It was
now the next generation.
I think it was a different era, different time. Goals were different for parents.
Yeah.
Survival was the main point, just to survive and make sure that you've got enough on your plate to eat. Nowadays, I think people are a little bit better well off, and they can spend time with their kids and give time to their kids for sports. Going on to sports, I'm still we'll go on. We'll discuss this at a later time.
I just want to mention a couple of names. Sabir Hussein's watching. Salaam alaikum. Tosif Khan and Shaz Hamid is watching.
Hamid. Well done, Shaz. Excellent win yesterday. Excellent win.
Oh, yeah,
I think the club chairman and the vice chairman turned up to support him as well. We're going to
have a guest because we were talking about the City Cricket Club coming soon, join us. So if you want to prepare your questions, if you have any questions for the cricket club, age groups, what they're starting from, have you started training yet, anything like that. I'll be honest, I'm in the blind at the moment, so I'll be asking these when a representative from the City Cricket Club arrives at the studio.
Yeah, I think it's we've got the vice chairman of the club, Fakir Iqbal, coming.
Oh wow!
And he's going to give us his thoughts on where the club's going to go this year.
I'm surprised Nadzi hasn't turned him. He's into this cricket heavy.
Nadeem is the brains behind the
wow!
club.
I never thought I'd hear that. Nadeem and brains in one sentence.
That's a bit harsh. So Nadeem has organised his cricket club, and the problem is a bit of a bottler. He should have come here and given us a little bit feedback on the club. So, but the vice chairman's going to be here, which is good enough, I think.
Yeah, but it's nice to be invited. We invited him. There's certain events that people don't get invited to. There's this thing called New Voices.
You know what? I'm
shocked.
No, I'm shocked with New Voices. I wasn't asked.
I'm surprised you weren't invited.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
I'm very surprised.
The community that you are, but. Most of the Salaam radio presenters, especially Salaam Sport presenters, were there, except for me and you. So that's obviously Image. But,
I think that was a little bit unfair, don't you?
So I want to know what the vetting process was. On what basis did they select these certain special people to go to these events? After we put in the time, we're volunteers. I don't think we're. I don't think we're thought as highly as
certain people are they?
No, I don't know if Michelle wants to comment. I believe that, and the whole joke of the Emma bit is she got an autograph and was referred to as Emma.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we need to.
I think that was Image's fault as well.
Was it?
I apologise. I don't know who the person was who she was getting an autograph from, but. Obviously, I think she bowled it. She asked Image to get the autograph for her, and he said, "Yeah, can you sign it for Emma, please?"
I think Image needs to get sacked.
Isn't it? Come on, how can a presenter not know the name?
Absolutely, it's shocking, isn't it?
It's terrible. Anyway, I had to mention that on air.
Okay, let's go on to the sports. Okay. First of all,
cricket.
I think.
Actually, we'll wait to cricket until.
Yeah, let's talk about Formula One. Formula One's going pretty well. Hamilton had another pretty good win today.
Yeah, but there was controversy again, wasn't
there? Yeah, I think Vettel. I don't really know much of it because we were just at a show, so we didn't really get to find out much, and we didn't tune in. But I think Vettel just stopped his vehicle in the middle of the track. And I don't know if he got disqualified or whatever. If anybody can give us any feedback, I'd love to hear.
Did he? He just decided to stop in the middle of.
Not entirely sure. I might be saying the wrong thing here, but all I know is that he stopped the vehicle and he wouldn't take team orders. So there you go. But it looks like Hamilton's going to win again, and I think he's going to win the championship again.
How many points was he clear? He only needs to win a couple more championships.
Yeah, I think he's about 50. He was about 55, 60 points ahead. There's still a few races left, so there's plenty of races left.
So he doesn't even need to win all of them, does he? He doesn't even need to win any.
I think even if he, I think if he comes in the top 3 in the next 3 races, I think that's it. It's done deal.
Done and dusted. So it's not as tight or close this season as it was in previous seasons.
Yeah, in previous seasons, you had some real competitors, and I think they've got some new people in. Ferrari have brought in a young 21-year-old. Who I think is going to be good. I think it's French. I can't remember his name actually, so I'm not going to even try. That's where we had Image for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew you had him for some reason.
Yeah.
But okay, so that's filtering out then. How many races is there left, did you say?
I think there's still a few races left. You've probably got 4 or 5 races left.
But the interest will die down, no doubt, with Vettel. Sorry, not Vettel. Who's winning? Hamilton winning the races, and it'll be all done. What's the point watching it after that? Will there be any interest once Hamilton's won, or now Hamilton's?
There's still going to be. I think there's you got the constructors' championship points, the team points as well. So that's important to teams to finish. It looks like Mercedes are going to win the constructors' championship as well with their races. So, Ferrari are going to be trying to battling out with Red Bull for second and third spot. So there's still points to be played, and pride's obviously important as well.
So would he be, if Hamilton, when he wins it this season, would he be the number one on the list in the sense of how many victories?
Yeah, he's already the number one.
Oh, he's number one.
He's already
in the history of
I'm talking about history. He's won the most races already.
Oh, has he?
Yeah,
and the most championships at the end. So.
I think the most championships. He's on 6 or 5. I think he's on 5. I think Schumacher's won more than that.
Schumacher's ahead of me, so he's got to catch him up. And has he always been on the same car, Hamilton?
He's been. I think he's been with Mercedes. Yeah. Pretty much from day one.
So obviously from day one he's been winning with Mercedes. Oh wow, amazing. Okay, right then, let's move on to rugby. Did you watch any of the rugby?
Do you know what?
Have you ever found out how many tables there?
Do you know what? It's shocking. I didn't find out much at all. I think this weekend's been a pretty busy. No excuses. Shouldn't be no excuses.
Well, you were going to go with one there. This weekend's been busy.
It's been a busy weekend. I think with checking on your football teams and stuff like this. So I've not really had much time to tune into the the rugby.
Yep.
But what I can say that we have seen one of the biggest shocks of all time.
Yeah.
Japan beating Ireland, who are second favourites.
Well, I suppose we'll have to shout out to anybody who's listening, watching, who knows anything about rugby.
Yeah. Anybody who's interested in rugby.
Gemma, they're all logged onto Facebook now, watching us. If you know anything about rugby. So the big shock was that Japan beat world number 2 Ireland 19-12, and is that going to really dent? Again, I'm asking the right question, but the wrong person. Is that going to dent their hopes? Are they going to qualify to the next round?
Yeah, I think Ireland are going to get through. There's a point system, but Japan look pretty good as well. So it's
the host, aren't they? So
yeah. So do you think there may have been a little bit of
let the host win? Is that what you're?
I'm not sure. I'm not saying that. I think Ireland probably took it a little bit easier than they expected. Japan aren't one of the favourites. Okay, so they've taken it a little bit easier. I still think the World Championships are gonna be New Zealand, the All Blacks. I think they're gonna be. It's gonna take. It's not gonna be easy to beat them. But in saying that, there was a fantastic game today. Australia against Wales.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Wales beat them.
Yeah, Wales are the favourite. I'm telling you. I'm sure. I don't know where I saw it or where I read it, but Wales is the world number 1.
Wales may be the world number 1.
You said the All Blacks. You can't change your mind.
I said I think.
Emma, rewind it. He did say All Blacks, didn't he?
All Blacks are my favourites. Yeah, they're the fans' favourites, definitely. And I think Wales, I think are still not going to win it. For me, it's all the way. It's down the line.
All Blacks.
Yeah, All Blacks.
Okay, and we'll not even mention England. Not that we know much about the rugby.
Yeah, England have played 2 games, got bonus points in both their games, scored more than 40 points in both each of the games.
Wow, so, that's impressive.
So they're doing pretty well.
The thing is, you can say anything to me, I won't know, but I'm impressed with the confidence.
Listen, the stats are all there. You can just Google them if you need to Google them. But yeah, okay. But I think they're probably gonna get to the semi-finals. And I think that'll be a good tournament for England. They're still rebuilding, their team.
Okay. Well, I wanted to mention something a bit more serious, and I read about it only today, to be honest, but apparently it's happened 4 or 5 days ago. Bernardo Silva. Did you read about that?
I read about that, and the question you've got to ask yourself is, you've had Raheem Sterling, who's actually backed him up as well.
Yeah. Do you think that's correct or not?
Raheem Sterling actually plays with him, so he knows.
Yeah, is it fine just because he plays with him? It's okay. So, again, is it the mentality? If it's in the office or at workplace, it's fine because you're friends, your buddies, you can do it. But tweeting it's out there in the public. It's not just between Bernardo Silva and I can't remember the player he did it against.
I think nowadays you've got to be politically sensitive.
Yeah.
He wasn't. You've got to watch what you say. It can be said in a context of a joke. You might be with a friend. He may be saying certain things to you. You may be saying certain things to him. In that context, I think that's fine. Because you're having a bit of banter. The problem is, the banter that they've taken onto world stage on a social media, where people are gonna see this sort of stuff. So
So do you think they should have tried to defend it, be it Raheem Sterling or be it Pep Guardiola? I think it was on the press conference he tried to defend Bernardo Silva. I'm sure he's a top bloke. I'm not saying that, but or should they have just put their hands up and say, yeah, it was naive at best. If nothing else, they should have kept their jokes probably between themselves rather than.
Just one second. Michelle, we've got our guest outside waiting, by the way.
Oh, apologies. Look at that. How professional is that, eh? Michelle, please may you allow our guest to enter into the studio.
Apologies. I can only... So, going back to the point that we were making, I think it's incorrect.
They should have put that... I'm saying, should he put their hand up and said he was naive?
Yeah.
Shouldn't have been done on the social media. He's not like that, and it wasn't meant like that because Raheem Sterling, as he mentioned, there goes appearance and colour wasn't mentioned in his tweet. It just said, I think the tweet was, "Who is this?" or something like that.
It was somebody who looked like Mendy, wasn't it? That's what they're trying to say.
The explanation was because the cartoon is from a Spanish sweet chocolate, isn't it? With a cartoon, and it was like because that cartoon has a big head. That's what they were trying to say. He was referring to that because I suppose the internal joke within City is the Mendy's probably got a big head or something, but that didn't obviously come across.
No, it didn't come across, and you've got to be, like I said, you've got to be politically sensitive with things that you put on social media nowadays, and that hasn't happened. Should he be reprimanded? Should the FA?
They're looking into it, are they not?
They're looking into it. Should they take a stronger view on this? I think they should. I think if it's out on public, children get influenced by certain things. You've got to be careful of what you say and what you do.
Welcome. Oh, look at this, the star. We have our guest Farker brother here. Assalamu alaikum, how are you? For City Cricket Club.
Yes, that's right.
Look at that joining. Look at that. He's even polished his head as well, is it? Just ready for radio, Facebook.
Thank
you very much for coming.
Yeah, we are joined by one of the legends of Peterborough cricket.
Yeah,
and not just cricket. I might add football as well.
Don't tell me there's an AK11 connection.
He isn't. You don't need to. He played football far before AK11. But I remember him. I used to look up to him as a youngster. He used to play left back. Very, very, very strong player. Could dish it out and have a tackle as well, and very good. Welcome to the show.
Jazakallah, thank you.
Okay.
So City Cricket Club, that's what we started. If you want to get closer to the mic, that's it.
Sorry, man.
Put your headphones on so you can hear yourself. And all that. Look at that. Let Michelle sort you out. Look at that. See that. Brilliant. So you're here to promote this new club that we've started, City Cricket Club. Am I correct? Is that the correct one?
That's correct.
Yeah. So it's for the local community. And abroad and around, obviously, but mainly available for the local community to get the kids out and about. So, what age groups are we talking about? And
let me give you a bit of background on that.
Yes.
It's been about 4 months. We've been actually 6 months. We've been talking about it, and a few of the brothers, Abdul Jabbar, head coach, and Nadeem. We've been talking about youngsters, primarily under 9s to under 11s and under 13s and under 15s. But it has all kicked off with FC
Peterborough.
FC Peterborough.
So it's all linked.
It's all linked. We're bouncing off them.
Yeah.
They've took theirs further. They've got quite a few children.
Yeah.
And the main basics is if the children can get out, anything to get the children involved in sport. And we're most importantly for the academy, from the under 9s to under 15s.
I think first of all, it's a pleasure having you on this show.
Thank you.
And I'd just like to say, Peterborough, the community that we live in has been crying out for, an organisation like yours to get set up, to promote the youngsters in the area, because I personally feel that there are other clubs available. Other clubs are not giving opportunities to locals in this, in our area, and I feel.
Do you think awareness is as much now as it was before? And I'll be honest with myself. When I played cricket for the school, I didn't really know much about if there was anything available in the community.
I think that there is, because if you look at there are other clubs around, but cricket can be a pretty expensive sport.
It's expensive. It's like football. You need a pitch, and it's actually quite easy. With cricket, it's got to be passed off by ECB, especially with working with children. You can't just mark a ground up and use it for children.
Yeah, you've got to have a welfare officer.
So are you having trouble with pitches, especially on Saturday games or Sunday games?
Well, it's not so much trouble. There's no availability really. Years ago we had the Grange.
Yeah.
We had the Fulbridge Road where FC Peterborough is. That used to be a cricket ground. There used to be Peter Brotherhoods, as you know.
Yeah. I think those are issues that you're going to come across, and I know you guys are working across trying to get those issues sorted out. Getting the pitch is not going to be a problem. I think what we really want to talk about is the youngsters that you're going to bring in, the adult teams that you want to bring in, and things like that. We want to talk about what age group.
Youngsters, it's under 9s, under 11s, under 13s, and under 15s. We're going to concentrate on the men's cricket. Is other clubs are, they're developed, they're helping them. They can go and play there, but as a child, I'll give you a little bit of example. Like I started playing, and my father and mother didn't understand why I was playing cricket.
Totally against it.
Totally. Football, I used to drop the kit bagger through the top window, come downstairs.
I remember that.
Remember that?
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays the parents are so good. I've seen it with my own eyes that they're supporting their children. They're looking for places.
Yeah. And I
next generation.
I honestly believe cricket is one sport where the parents are very passionate, about this. Football, not so much. That's something we need to probably discuss later on. But I think cricket, I've seen the parents motivating their children. They understand the game. They understand, the physical aspect of it, the bowling side, the batting side. They understand.
It's the roots, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just, I think, embedded. Like I'm crazy about cricket. Anything to do with cricket or anything to do with sports. I'll help out. I'll do what I can. But cricket, I've talked to a few parents or a few guys I know. They're like, "What do you need?" I mean, usually money is a factor with cricket.
Yeah.
I also believe from some of the information that I've been passed on that with this cricket club, the cricket club itself will actually organize kits. They will also, the bats and the balls
and the coaches will be properly
qualified,
DBS checked, and obviously Northants County County Cricket are behind this as well. They're 100% behind us. We've had a meeting with them.
That was excellent. Yeah,
that was excellent. They invited us to the ground.
Wow.
And chairman came and it was all set up. The food was set up, all the treatment.
So they want to work with you, do they?
Oh, 100%. They said, they instead of asking, they said, what do you need?
We've got 20 seconds left
for the break.
Brother Farquhar. We will continue with this afterwards.
Inshallah.
Help us with the international cricket as well, what's happening in international cricket. But yeah, we'll go to the break, and inshallah after the break we'll continue talking about Secret and what you're looking for. Is it T20s just, or the 11-a-side, everything? But we'll do that all after the break, inshallah. Please join us back after the break. Thank you very much.
Stay tuned to Salaam Radio after this short ad break.
Where can you get high quality and low prices? Amar Food Store and Halal Meat in Lincoln Road, Triangle is the place to go. Pay us a visit and take advantage of our special offers and great range of products on groceries, vegetables, fruits and halal meat. Also send money to Pakistan absolutely free. We have all top brands at special offers, offer free customer parking and provide a free local delivery service. Amar Food Store and Halal Meat, 613B Lincoln Road, Peterborough. Call us on 01733 687 374. High in quality, low in prices.
Peterborough just got a whole lot tastier. Five Lads Flame Grilled Peri Peri Chicken is now open. Bring your family and friends to Peterborough's first HMC meat selling restaurant. We are experts in grilled chicken, lamb chops and gourmet lamb and beef burgers. Our healthy options include fresh salads and fresh grilled vegetables. Fresh, clean and healthy grilled food with 4 different flavours. Lemon and herb, medium, hot and extra hot. 5-star hygiene rating. Eat in, order and collect or order for delivery on Deliveroo. Follow 5 Lads Peterborough on Facebook and Instagram 5 Lads. 15 Cowgate, Peterborough, PE1 1LZ. Call 01733 56 22 87. Open 7 days a week, 12 to 11 p.m.
Al Murad Tiles. With over 70 stores nationwide, we are now open in Peterborough. Up to 50% discount offers now on. Largest selection of tiles. Full bathroom suites from only £189. Paint. LED lighting. Laminate flooring from only £7.99. Over 1,000 designs of wallpaper in stock. We have everything you need. Come and visit us at 193 Fengate, Peterborough, PE1 5BH, or call us on 01733 34 58 47. Al Murad Tiles, now open.
Had a car accident or an accident at work? Accident specialists are experts in no-win, no-fee accident claims. Leave the hassle to us. Our multilingual settlement experts will manage the entire claims process on your behalf, with nothing to pay up front. We provide services such as credit hire, taxi vehicles, recovery, storage and much more. For full details on our range of services and a free consultation, call us on 01733 555 774 or visit our office at 249 Lincoln Road opposite the NatWest Bank. Accident specialists. Start your successful claim today.
There's a million choices available for dining out in Leeds.
But if you want something special, there's only one name to remember.
Mumtaz Leeds.
Relax in our newly refurbished Riverside restaurant.
Enjoy exquisite home cooking from our brand new menu. Upgrade to the Mumtaz Leeds experience.
And the price? Well, we're better value than ever before.
Mumtaz Leeds, Chadwick Street, Leeds, LF10 1PJ. Call 0113 242 4211.
Free car parking available.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم من سمت نجا. He who remains silent is successful.
If you want to learn about Islam and Muslims, stay tuned to Salaam Radio 106.2 FM.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Salaam Sports. Joined with Arif and Fakhr Bhai, in particular to discuss cricket and the club that we're doing. We were saying earlier how it was the under 9s, under 11s, 13, under 15s, and I believe we're going to start some sessions coming up at Thorpe. Is it Thorpe?
No, Peterborough High School on Thorpe Road.
Thorpe Road. I knew Thorpe was in there somewhere. Peterborough High School, Thorpe Road.
I think you're, Fakhr, if I can just say a couple of words. You're using the same model as FC Peterborough, how we actually set the club up. We set the club up 6 years ago and gradually built a network of children, giving kids opportunity to play sports. We started off with football, and I think the fantastic thing is you're doing that with children of all ages, really. You know, you're starting as young as 9-year-olds.
Under 9s, under 11s, and obviously under 13s, under 15s. They will be pushed to county level.
Excellent. So my next question was going to be, you're going to have some kids who just want to play cricket, which is excellent, which is what we're there for. But there are going to be some special talents in there as well. Special talents need to be nurtured in the right way. They need to be pushed as high as they can go. How do you think you guys are going to do that?
Well, we've actually talked about that on a lengthy basis, and with contact with Northants County Cricket, they want us to push kids towards them. We will be pushing them towards them. There won't be much cost on that because we will be looking after the children.
Okay. I also believed that last week you had a meeting with Northants Cricket Club, is it?
Yeah, that's correct.
And that was very, very fruitful. They were very happy with. They want to work with yourselves. They want to have a base in Peterborough where you can nurture the kids and they can play. For Northants as well.
Northants as well. They're interested in cricket as well. You don't have to be that good. They want the children to play, academy to set up. Well, their actual words were, "What do you need from us?"
Wow.
100%.
Yeah.
They're behind us. So this is where obviously you're coming in, Arif, with your help, FC Peterborough. We're doing the under 9s and under 11s, 6 to 7 p.m. and the under 13s and under 15s 7 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Okay.
at Peterborough High, Thorpe Road.
When are those sessions going to start?
11th of October.
11th of October.
11th of October. Okay. So that's for under 9s and under 11s, 6 to 7 and 7 to 8.
Under 13s and under 15s.
Under 13s and under 15s are 7 to 8 as well. Yes.
And who have you got for your coaches? Because I know you've got Jabbar, you've got Tassin Ahmed, who's been involved in cricket for probably since he was about 2 years of age, I think.
And
that's
when I started coaching him.
Okay.
Nadeem Parvez is head of coaching.
Okay.
So these guys are all in connection with Northants County Cricket.
And then they all know quite a bit about cricket. I think when we started the football club, it was just us. We had to get a name for ourselves. I think with the people in your background, you're already in a position to take kids to another level.
Another level. You're right there, Arif. We've actually got the base. You guys had to work extra hard to get to that base and then start up.
Yeah. And I think that the difference is going to be, we discussed this a little while earlier. Today there's a Top Yard School of Boxing show going on where we've seen some youngsters perform fantastically, and I think it's a testimony to people out there, from Fatua, from Top Yard, from yourselves now, who are nurturing kids and trying to help kids and take them,
putting back into the community as well,
giving something to the community.
Yeah, because our community, sometimes we, people perceive the less better things, if you know what I mean. We want the kids to go out there. There are all these facilities. My actual vision is boxing, football, cricket, so the kids have something of a choice all year round.
All under one umbrella.
One umbrella.
Yeah.
And that's my vision, and it's yours as well, I know, Arif. So, you guys have done the hard work for us, actually. So we're just continuing that.
I honestly think the cricket's, I mean, football's taken, we've got 200 kids. Hamad Javed's got, a lot of kids involved. Fatua does a wrestling. But I think cricket's going to take it to the next level where, there's going to be a lot more interest. Predominantly we're from South Asia.
Yeah.
But it's like you're saying,
it's
like brother
the
was saying,
clubs
under
for
one umbrella.
everybody and anybody. It don't matter.
It's like we were saying, we were the club we've got under one umbrella. It's like currently with FC Peterborough, we encourage them, the kids, younger kids, to go to the boxing. It helps them with their fitness and in coordination, especially,
Absolutely.
and also with wrestling. It all interconnects with them, their quality.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that people think as fitness and everything, but with boxing and wrestling, they teach them like manners as well.
Yeah,
it's all about
absolutely, yes,
a little bit of way of life.
Yeah,
skills.
Yeah. We've learned that as a club that you've got. These kids, some of them come from broken homes, some come from, difficult homes, difficult places. It teaches them life skills. And personally, I think the more sports that the youngsters do, the better athleticism, and the better performance in their preferred sports will be. We've already got in Peter, we've got a few people who are similar ages to mine who've played in different types of sports all throughout their lives, and they're still continuing with that. And I think life changes is going to make a difference for them.
You're not making that point to me. I'm 53 and I'm still playing.
Well, it just that's the beauty about it. We've got people like yourself who've got so much experience. You're going to give something back to the community.
Inshallah, this is the base. There's something else I wanted to mention about cricket. Arif, is I met about 8-9 youngsters, 16, 17.
Yep.
They were quite very good, excellent. As soon as I saw them, they were brilliant. They've been wasted sitting at home, so they've been not nurtured or not instructed in the right way. And these guys, when I saw 8-9 of them, this is about 6-7 months ago, and I thought, why are you wasting? Well, I wish I had the talent or the facilities what these guys got now.
Yeah, absolutely.
We didn't have them.
No.
Right, and they said, "Uncle, come do something."
I think that's the whole thing. I think once you guys get this program up and running, I think then kids like that will not be sitting at home. No. They'll have the opportunity. They'll have people like yourself around them. They'll have some really good coaches. Who can actually nurture them and take them. To the next stage.
Inshallah. And adults is coming. We're setting a team.
Step at a time, isn't it?
No, because adults is not that important. We're concentrating on the children, so it's in the background.
Yeah.
So will you be looking to play, like I said, because obviously there's a T20 that's kicked off, which wasn't in our generation at all, or are you going to look for the 50 or 40 overs as it is reduced overs for kids?
It's whatever, adapt and improvise in cricket. I mean, we're looking at a smaller competition. I think Arif knows T10. It's the fun side. It's the fun side. We're looking at, colours. I mean, you can come along and play. Arif will play. It's one of them things.
So that is a very good cricketer. I think he'd like to get involved. I think
played. Like I said, as I was saying earlier, I didn't have the opportunities.
Yeah.
When we were younger, the 14s or the 15s, we played for school, and that was about it. It wasn't until I started working, and then somebody who played for Castor asked me to come over. Do you want to play for Castor? And I started playing for Castor, and then from there progressed as a captain and all that stuff. But I didn't find anything locally and stuff, to be honest with you.
See, I'm a bit shocked. I mean, I play over 50s for the county. Peterborough Hunts, the local county. And good guys, but I've played like right down to Hampshire, Glamorgan, Kent, all the way near Skeggy somewhere we played. Didn't find one Asian, there was just me. Maybe they weren't available on that day, but I didn't see any,
I think most Asians of your age are probably retired now, not doing any sports.
But do you think you'd come across a similar sort of problem we have at FC Peterborough with parents taking the children to the games? Because in particular if the games are far away, like you're saying, depending if it's a home game and away game, then you have to organise the whole thing, the transport, and cricket, with all due respect, is most of the day if it's a full day game.
It's
where football. Okay, you're there for 2 hours maybe, with including travel backwards and forwards.
That's right.
And cricket's going to take all day.
We will be providing for that interview. For the transport.
Cricket's an all-day sport, isn't it?
Sport.
We
will be. We have talked to some people, sponsors.
And then there's the tea. You've got the tea's got to be brilliant for cricket. That's the main thing, I
think I might want to play cricket now that the teas are involved.
We went to play Castor. The first thing that the fellow players used to say, they said, "Oh, we're going there Sadat today. Don't worry, the tea is very good."
Very good.
So is that what we went about? Yeah, the tea is good. Don't worry.
The tea's got to be good.
The tea's got to be good.
Honestly, any cricketer.
The clubs get recognised for their tea.
Teas.
They say, yeah, the tea's fine.
I'll play that game away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because their
tea's brilliant. Yeah. Oh no, over there they just give you crisp and chocolate. That's it.
It's right. It's one of them things. It doesn't. Transport for the kids. Some of the firms will be sponsoring. As the executive committee, I like to mention them. They're doing a lot of hard work
in the background.
Honestly, they are doing a lot of. I do the talking. I'm the chairman, so whatever.
Well, it's starting all on 11th of October at high school. Under 9s, under 11s, under 13s and 15s from 6 to 7 for the under 9s, and the other 3 from 7 to 8. So inshallah, please be there, support your local club, and contact yourself if they need any more information.
Inshallah.
And that'd be great. So normally second half what we do is football. We haven't really talked about cricket either. In the sense
you can stay here.
Stay here because I want to ask you a question. What do you think of Misbah Haq being now not just the coach of Pakistan but the chief selector as well? Is that a good thing to be a chief selector and the coach? Because normally there's one like we had last time. It was Inzamam was the chief selector and coach was Arthur.
So is it just one chief selector?
There's a chief. There's a committee, I suppose, but he's on the top of the head. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. And he's also the coach now. Arthur didn't have. Well, I don't say he didn't have bad words to say, but he wasn't very nice about Misbah and Wasim as he left. He said, I brought them there and they've chucked me out. In so many words.
That's each to his own. But you got to look at cricket. You got to look at the two sides of the coin. What I think is Misbah is like fully in charge. This is what they're saying.
Yeah.
So if there's pros and cons, if
the buck stops at him,
he gets the blame.
He can't blame the chief selector.
No.
He turns around and he just sees a mirror. It's him.
Only one other person actually done all 3 things: captain, coach, chief selector, and that's Mr. Imran Khan. And he showed everybody, and he won everything in England away. He said, "If you want me to come back."
He brought the neutral umpires, didn't he?
He brought the neutral umpires. Yeah. He showed how to swing the ball late.
Late swing. Yeah. Amazing. And how Wasim and Waqar did that, and we branded as cheats.
And now,
and then when England or other players can do it, now they're saying it's brilliant.
Now they're actually coaching.
Yeah, art of bowling.
I think it's lovely having you here on the show, Fakr. And hopefully we'll have you back on the show again very soon, and we'll talk about that.
Yeah, closer to the date when it starts.
And let's carry
football.
Let's talk about football. I think that's the bread and butter for us, isn't it?
Which team do you support? Well, let's just get it out there.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not going to be happy.
It's going to be Arsenal, isn't it?
No, you're a little bit on the wrong side.
Yeah. Tottenham.
No,
Chelsea.
I just work there sometimes. No, a little bit this way.
Come on.
We just beat Man United. Yeah.
West Ham.
Always been West Ham.
Hammer.
Wow.
Trevor Brookings is the best player ever.
For West Ham.
Yeah.
I think it goes. That's you got to understand why. Trevor.
What was West Ham's result this weekend?
They drew, didn't they?
Well, they lost to that non-league. Well, like Tottenham did as well.
They lost 4-0, didn't they, in the Carabao Cup?
Yeah.
Wasn't a great performance.
And Liverpool played an illegible player.
Well, that's what they're saying, aren't they?
Now, who do you two guys support? Let's get that out of the
way. We're neutral. We have to be neutral here.
No, he's not. He's Liverpool.
Oh no,
he's Liverpool. He's Liverpool. I don't know what connection he has with Liverpool.
It's Mo Salah, isn't it? That's the only.
Mo Salah has only been. Mo Salah has only been with Liverpool for a few years. I've been a Liverpool supporter since I was 5 years of age.
Why did you support Liverpool? Just out of interest.
Because I'm going to tell you how it is.
Just quick
I supported Liverpool.
I don't know the history.
That was the
Liverpool fans of their history.
That was the first club I knew as a 5-year-old, and I supported them throughout.
They actually were in good that era.
They were very good.
I don't know. It was before my time.
But yeah, it was very
Kevin
good.
Keegan.
Yeah. I don't know these.
Going back, talking about this week's football.
Yep.
Manchester United They had a bit of a tough game, didn't they?
Scraped through there. Oh, it was. No, I wanted to throw everything at the TV. I'm a United supporter, so
we lost to West Ham.
We did lose to. Well, yeah.
I think we were here when we were rubbing
we were
in
live when he was rubbing it in. Let's not go over the same insults again, please. So but in the midweek against the local derby against Rochdale. Got to penalties. Yeah. Just, United. Are just
where do you think? Where do you think? When I know we've spent a lot of time on Manchester United. This isn't the Manchester United show, but there's something deep rooted. There's a problem there, isn't there, at the moment?
I think it's a building process. I think if you expect it to happen over the next couple of years, I think they've got to be patient.
Do you think they're going to keep him on?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't see them giving him a 4-year contract and then all of a sudden say no to him.
Wow.
So no.
Well, the way United are playing and the way their results are at the moment, then anything's possible. I think they are hungry for a little bit of success. It's important for them to try to get into the top 4. Wouldn't you agree to that?
I don't think they'll get into the top 4.
No.
I think that they'll be top fighting 10. With West Ham and Leicester and everywhere else in the middle of the table.
Well, I think are happy in the middle.
Yeah,
so if we do.
Is that it? So that will be it. Happy in the middle. Look, as long as it's not relegation battle.
Yeah. No, if it's 10th or 12th, we've done really well. I'm looking at the team. I'm not, dreaming. Like
no, but what are the ambitions for West Ham? Forget Liverpool. Forget Man United.
I think if you
top 10. Top 10.
What this season?
This season.
Next season then. So you say you make it in 8th.
Look, let's look at it different. Teams like West Ham.
I'm sitting on the main control here. Let me ask the question.
What's
he going on here? So you got 8th next season. Where would you expect Where would you like West Ham?
Top 5 if they get to the 8th.
Yeah. So build each season as it goes.
I think teams like West Ham.
Happy with the manager.
Happy with.
Teams like West Ham are going to be happy to stay in the top half of the Premiership until. At such a time.
Is that similar to a few years back, shall we say, when Liverpool were just happy trying to get to the top 4?
I think if you're looking at the Liverpool, if you're looking at the Liverpool history, and we don't like to mention history.
Well, you do if you're a Liverpool fan.
I think United mention it more than anybody else does these days. I think Liverpool went through a really bad period. Before Brendan Rodgers arrived, there was a few years when we changed ownership, and we never had a settled team. Okay, before that it was Kenny Dalglish. So I think Liverpool dropped off the radar.
When's the last? Well, Liverpool haven't won the Premier League.
Yeah.
When's the last time Liverpool won the First Division?
That was back in 1988.
1988.
Yeah.
So it was longer than that.
No,
it was before I was born.
1989. You're talking about then? Yeah, that was the last time they won.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
It was 30 years ago.
No, it's longer than that.
30 years ago, my friend.
I think it's 87 or 88.
Yeah, 80. See, so he's got more stats than you.
87. Yeah. It's before my time, that's what I'm saying.
No, it's not before
your time.
The only
thing I'd like to mention is when you get good teams like Man United were, I used to like to watch them play football, and Liverpool now.
Yeah.
And City.
And City. You watch them, they have a bad day and they'll win 1-0.
Yeah,
that's what Man United used to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I think with United, if we're gonna be critical and we're gonna talk about football, United had Fergie time, okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Since Alex Ferguson has left, there's no Fergie time.
So what do you mean? Sorry about Fergie.
So I think how's he left the club? That's the point.
Well, he's
not a United supporter.
He's not a manager, is he?
Yeah.
Sorry, what did you say?
What do you mean by Fergie time? Are you saying that somehow the referees or the board of control of whatever football association let Fergie win the matches, give him extra time?
You're saying that, my friend. I didn't say that.
No,
he's what I'm saying to you is, Fergie. There was Fergie time for a reason. The media made a big thing out of it because
it's not a big thing because United used to score late, even to win games.
They used to score in the 95th minute when it used to be 3 minutes added on.
That is a minimum.
That is a minimum nowadays.
It's not a maximum. It was never maximum 3 minutes. It says minimum time adding on 3 minutes.
My point is, the referees were scared of Fergie. The difference is, since he's gone, it just shows you where they are.
Well, if they don't throw Liverpool out of the Carbo Cup,
he had a few better players. Look, as much as you like to say Manchester United, what have they achieved in Europe? They weren't one of the dominant forces in Europe.
No.
They managed to only keep it to England. They were they were the best team in England. Why? Because the
won the
referees
Champions League. They got to two Champions League finals thereafter.
Yeah, and they got hammered in both of those, didn't they?
They did get outplayed.
Yeah,
but they got to the final,
which they shouldn't have.
Looking achievement to get to the final.
Nobody remembers the losers. You should know that.
You just have, haven't you? You just said
Tottenham always do well in Europe.
Yeah,
I think they're a good team. I don't spoil them.
Tottenham have got a really good manager in. I think Pochettino. You've got to.
Michelle's happy. She's a Tottenham.
Yeah, so Tottenham have got a really good manager in.
Well,
yesterday just showed true grit on their part. They went.
I was there, by the way.
Do you think he'll?
You were there yesterday.
Yeah, you didn't see me. I worked there, don't I?
Oh, okay.
I told you before.
I thought you were at the game.
Yeah, I was at the game.
Wow.
VIP section.
That's excellent. That is. So, what did you think of the game yesterday? The Tottenham game itself.
I think they brought this true self out. They had to fight all the way. Once the red card was out, I think they've done brilliantly.
Yeah.
And plus, they'd lost the last game and the game before.
So who did they play? West Ham, didn't they?
Southampton.
And
Southampton.
They don't win against West Ham.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I know West Ham lose most of the time, but they don't lose that one.
Southampton manager was disappointed. I think they had chances.
Well,
but
the goal that
Lloris
scored was Lloris's fault, wasn't it? Didn't he try to do a Cruyff turn or something?
But I think he just kept it, and then you had was it Ings who went in there and who got the goal. Being a Manchester United loanee, we're talking about.
Who? Ings is not alone.
No, I'm not talking about Ings.
There's a little diggy. There's a little bit of bitterness coming out.
There's nothing. No, I'm being as subtle as I can, really.
So, as you were saying about fake time, if Liverpool don't get thrown out Carbo, does that mean what's it called now?
The Carabao Cup.
Carabao Cup.
If Liverpool are not thrown out there, do you think that's because they're scared of Klopp?
No.
Because that's the rules, isn't it? If you put an illegible player,
no, you get a fine.
No,
There's if you remember, I think 4 years ago, who was it? It was Sunderland. 4 years ago, they got fined where they fielded an eligible player for 4 games.
4 games.
4 games.
It's still pretty poor, though, isn't it, for a big club management to have a player who's not really eligible to play?
I personally think they'll be punished very harshly.
For a certain example.
I think
honestly.
Do you think you've got the European champions?
I think it should be because they're playing, like Arif says, they're the top team. So
you've got the European champions. Do you really want to throw them out the Carabao Cup? Liverpool, I'm going to be honest with you, aren't going to be really bothered one way or the other.
No, but it looks pretty poor.
I think they are.
It was administration, right?
Wants a black mark against
administration,
their club,
right? It wasn't right, but at the end of the day, these things happen. So it's part and parcel. It shouldn't be part and parcel of the game, should it? But it's happened.
No, I think you're giving a bit of bias.
Well, there's a big tie, obviously, Chelsea and United. I think it's at Chelsea's ground as well for the next round. How do you think Chelsea have been getting on since their opening defeat to United?
Yeah,
in the opening
Chelsea have done all right. I think they've had their youngsters playing. I like the way they've started.
Yeah, I was getting leaked on last week as well.
Yeah, it's okay. Just apologies.
Is that what you think of cricket? Just let all the rain come
it was you go off, isn't it? It's cricket.
So talking about Chelsea, I think Chelsea are going to do all right. I think they're going to. It's going to be hard for them to get into the top 4. I think top 6. They'll reach top 6, and I think United will finish 7th.
I don't know, because other than Liverpool and City, them two seem to be running away with it. It's going to be obviously one of the two. It's probably like last season, the only chance Liverpool are going to win it if they basically beat City. The other clubs are pretty much
there or thereabouts
together.
Yeah.
You would see Tottenham would lose a few games here that you don't expect them to. I mean, is Pochettino going to stay there that long for Tottenham, because they've not really bought any players in?
Well, there are some rumours at the moment that
might go to Real Madrid.
Yeah, that was a rumour yesterday.
That Real Madrid, and also Pochettino going to United, and there's Zidane. Maybe
I think they should have took him to United.
Took who?
Should have taken Pochettino to United.
I don't think Danny
United should have done that. United shouldn't have given Ole Gunnar Solskjaer
the contract. Yeah.
No, I think it was just 4 wins, and it was just a matter of got swept away with the fans. Ex-player, nice guy, take him in. But really, management.
We've got 49 seconds left. Should we talk about tomorrow Monday night's game?
Ooh, yes. Well, it's back to Arsenal. Arsenal again. Another club is not really doing great.
Should be.
Arsenal have got some really good players in.
Are they upset now that they're sacked? Well, not sacked, but where Arsene Wenger left.
Not really. I think this guy's doing an okay job. I think it's going to take him a little bit of time.
It's no better than Arsene Wenger, though, is he?
He's done a lot better than Arsene Wenger. Performance-wise.
No, but no better.
Yeah, he's defensively struggling at the moment. I think this transfer window he may make some changes. Predictions.
Okay, predictions. United will win.
I think it's going to be a draw.
I think it's going to be a draw. Okay, thank you very much for turning up today, Parker brother.
Stay tuned to Salaam Radio after this short ad break.
Here at Children of Adam, we believe water wells and hand pumps are a significant step to empowering people